Good morning. The day after the day before, but a bit more on that in a moment. It's Wednesday, the 6th of November. And yes, we're moored in a different place. We're in a place called Marbury. It's a very short distance away from Wrenbury. We stayed about a week in Wrenbury. Where we left you by the first bridge there, coming to the visitor moorings. We stayed there for a few nights and then went to get some water at the ABC hire boat in Wrenbury. They are wonderful there. We bought some coal, some logs and some kindling, and they give you free water, and you can get rid of your rubbish there as well. And a very friendly bunch they are too. So thanks guys. We got everything there. Went through the electric lift bridge there in Wrenbury and then moored up in another mooring. We stayed there for about another 4 days. So we had about a week in Wrenbury. Nice little town. Lovely little town. It's got a shop there with a post office, and they're fully equipped as well if you want to get them from there. Logs, kindling, everything else. You will pay a little bit more there. That's the thing. It's a village store, so you will pay a little bit more. So be prepared to have very deep pockets. Very deep pockets. Yes, and that little post office came in handy as we had to order a part in for Chugs. Part of our water pump broke, and Dell was there. Good old Dell from Nielsen Boats. Please check out Nielsen Boats. He's up the Llangollen this year for winter, so if you need any work doing, give him a call. The number's there. Give him a call. Marvellous guy, Dell. He has got his own YouTube channel as well, Boat Dog Traveller, so please check him out. It's a lovely channel, and he's got two beautiful dogs, Archie and Spike. Two lovely whippets. They're beautiful. Such mellow-natured dogs. Yeah, well, Dell came on the boat. He spent a couple of days doing odd jobs and bits and pieces on the boat, but he's got us going. So we're here in Marbury. Thank you, Dell. Thanks very much, mate. And as I say, you can't go wrong with Dell. If you need any work doing, he doesn't do you over. He's a boater looking after boaters, and he's so fair. Yeah, we met Amy and Matt as well, and little grandson George. It's been 13 months since I've seen my daughter and my grandson and my son-in-law. Yeah, it's a long time, but it was great. And we saw them. They came on the boat. We had a cup of tea, ham sandwiches, and then walked to the Dusty Miller and just had a drink. And then they were going to a bonfire display in their town in North Wales. Yes. And then yesterday we cruised. I filmed it. We left Wrenbury, the second mooring. We left Wrenbury and we had a lift bridge and a lock ahead of us, Marbury Lock. We were coming to the first lift bridge. We'd only been cruising 5 minutes. Nikki went to step off the boat to go up and do the lift bridge, and she fell off the boat and onto the towpath, and it was one heck of a fall. The towpath there is considerably lower than the boat when you come to moor up, and she stepped off like she always does and caught her foot and did go face down and chest down onto the towpath. She winded herself quite severely. She fell on the windlass. She's hurt her thumb, and she is very tender this morning. So even though I filmed the move yesterday, we were both a bit solemn, a bit down, and we didn't talk very much. So I'm not using that clips really, but she did fall quite bad. She isn't too bad this morning. She is aching. She's quite sore. But Lily stepped up. I've got a hair. There we go. But Lily stepped up to the mark. She came off the boat and helped her mum. She did the lift bridge for us, and then later on saw us through Marbury Lock, obviously under the supervision of her mum. And I was there too. I helped out too. So we got through it. We may have 9 locks today. Got 3 locks, and then we're into Whitchurch. I don't know. It depends how Nikki is. I mean, I could do them on my own, but she likes to just keep going. As I've said several times, she is a trooper, but I'm worried about her, and I don't want her doing any more damage. It was quite a fall. So yes, that's our time. I've probably forgot something else. I probably have. But we'll talk about that when we get going. My arm's aching. Let's go. Wrenbury's a lovely village, and we do enjoy our time there. There's some lovely old buildings, like Tudor buildings, all sorts really. It is a nice place. And on the Sunday, our friend James came down with his son Dan and took Nikki and the kids to a firework display down in the village. Yeah, they had a good time. Thanks, James. Thanks for coming up. Always good to see you and Dan, and hopefully we can meet up with Barbara, your mum, when we get further up the canal. And we think, Nikki said she saw two of our friends there, Terry and Wendy, but couldn't find them again then. Went to look for them and couldn't find them. But if it was you, hello. Yeah, always nice to stop in Wrenbury. I have, however, got two mentions to make. One is for a little Yorkshire Terrier called Eve. One of the viewers got in touch. He's got 3 Yorkshire Terriers. But little Eve goes wild when she hears the theme tune to the vlog. And he asked me to say hello to Eve. So, hello Eve. Keep barking. Keep your dad busy. And the other thing is we would like to wish Martin Heslip a very happy 68th birthday to you, Martin. He always comments, he's always interactive with the channel, very much so with little Noah as well. He loves Noah's cooking channels, and we are going to, well, Noah and his mum are going to do some more cooking channels, I believe. So some more vlogs rather. Me head's up me jacksie this morning a bit, but happy birthday, Martin, from all the Chugabug crew, and we do hope you have a lovely day, mate. Take care. It was sad to see the Cotton Arms closed. That pub has so much potential. I believe it's up for sale with a couple of fields. I think that one of them's a camping field, and it was 520,000. Don't quote me, I'm just going on hearsay, somebody mentioned it, but it's got so much potential. But the Dusty Miller is looking after the villagers, really. It's got good food and everything. It was a former corn mill. There used to be a water wheel at the side of it, and then the ABC warehouse, the opposite side of the canal, used to be the storage facility for all the corn. A lot of history around there. It's a nice place. Ideal place to moor. First lock of the day now. Quoisley lock is in front of us. Then we've got Willey Moor with the bywash, and then we've got Povey's lock. Let's deal with each one as we go. Lily will be helping her mum here. As I say, yesterday she was really helpful, bless her. So let's just take our time and take each lock as it comes. And there's Quoisley lock just in front. not expecting to meet any boats coming towards us, as behind us is a dead end now effectively, because Badley locks, they're having maintenance, so the canal is closed back there. So yeah, we're not expecting to meet anyone, but you never know on the canal. Willey Moor Lock. Nikki and Lily have gone ahead. I've moored well back. There is a fence here which takes you up to the lock landing. If you get on the lock landing, you cannot push out because of the bywash. Willey Moor Lock is famous for a very, very strong bywash here. So Nikki's gone up to set the lock, and then I'll bring Chugs in. Willey Moor Lock with Willey Moor Pub. Traditional pub, serves some nice ales in there. I have had a couple there, and it is a nice pub. I haven't eaten, but I believe it's nice food too. They do have a campsite as well opposite here. In the summer months it's open. Usually a very busy pub, people everywhere. But of course it's late autumn, coming towards winter, and the pub's closed, so there's nobody here. And literally just around the corner, Povey's Lock. And there it is, right in the distance. Next stop is Whitchurch. Excuse me. I don't know whether we're going to do the 6 locks there. We've got 3 individual locks first, and then 3 rather awkward locks on a staircase at Grindley Brook there. We'll see. We don't really know what we're doing yet, but that's 3 locks out the way for today. We're not doing bad. coming into Whitchurch. The next bridge is a railway bridge, and it always reminds us of the barrel of a gun. It's a skew bridge, so it's at an angle. Loads and loads of bricks. I really do love this bridge. Say, the brickwork is fantastic. It's lovely to see. I'm hoping the camera's picking it up. Look at it. Like a barrel of a gun. There's Canal Side campsite. I have actually stayed there. Fantastic little campsite. And now we're coming to the first lock of 3, leading us to Grindley Brook. I think Andy set the bottom lock, so we're going in. First lock of 3 individuals, as I say, and then there's a staircase of 3. Do have to watch the chimney on this one. So I'm putting the phone down. You do have to get very tight to the bridge here. You can see some boats have got a bit too tight. Yeah, Andy has actually set this lock. Cheers, mate. And that tree has looked like that since I've been coming through here. Looks like a hand reaching to the sky. Little Lily's doing a cracking job. We're into the 3rd lock now, and then it's the staircase. And as ever, another good bywash here. So I've finished this 3rd lock on my own. I'm just going to take Chugs up and moor her up, and then go and help Andy through the flight. I've asked Lily to go on ahead and help her mum, keep an eye on her mum. It's a lovely feeling when all these locks are behind you at Whitchurch, but they're not really hard work. You do have to think about the staircase a little bit. They have different size pounds, so you can't go putting too much water in a certain pound, if you know what I mean, but they're easy enough. Read the instructions and take your time. Right, 3 locks are done. Now let's go and see the staircase. Well, I've set the bottom lock. So by the time I get Chugs in that bottom lock, I'm hoping the girls will be ready to help me up. If not, obviously, I can put myself up. It's just taking your time, isn't it? In the summer months, this little pound can be heaving with boats. But you do have volunteer lockies on then, and they're very good at policing it and monitoring it. They are very good. But obviously now, coming towards the winter months, no volunteers for us today. So we're just about to go onto the very, very busy A41. The main road here, going under that, and then into the first of the 3 locks in the staircase. We're now in the middle pound, and blimey, it's getting warm. As we pull out of the lock, there's a beautiful lockkeeper's cottage here, designed and built by Thomas Telford in 1806. It's a lovely property. Very nice. As you come out of the locks here at Grindley Brook, to the right you've got Elsan and Rubbish. And a little bit further on, I think there's about 3 water points. So that's our portico now, fill up with water. There's Andy, I think he's on a video call. There's his boat, Wolf Moon. Let's get to some water. Water done and washing done. We've got to get the kids done now when we moor up. We haven't had a water pump, you see, so it's been tricky for the last 4 or 5 days or so, but we're going to moor up here and all will be good. It's starting to get dark now. It's 5 to 4. Don't know whether you can see our little clock there, but it's 5 to 4 and it really is starting to get dark. Another 20 minutes and it'll be pitch black. So it's definitely time to moor up and get warm. that's us all moored up just past the water point. We're gonna, before we move from here, we're gonna reverse back and top up with water again. I'd like to get up the army here if I can and moor up there. I've never moored in the army here in Whitchurch, so that'll be nice. But that'll do us now for a few days, I hope. Catch you next time we move.